All right, so here we have a black mission fig, a panache fig, Corky's honey melon fig, and propagating figs. So one of the things you can do is air layer the figs. So often when people come to the garden, they kind of ask what's going on here. So you can see I've got a branch wrapped with plastic and some soil, and what you may not be able to see in there is some roots. But if we look at this one here, so this one I'm using kind of a container, and you can see the tan things there, root development. So there's a couple ways you can do it, and essentially when you look at the fig plant, let me pull this off here, you'll see little ridges, and from there roots can grow. Now what some people will do, and I've done it both ways, so what some people will do, let me move these branches out of the way, and you can see these lines, right? Well, they have the potential to pull roots out. So what somebody might do is cut here, all the way around, pull this off, scrape the insides, put rooting hormone in there, and then wrap it. And what happens is water can go up, but then when it comes back down, up through the branch and back down, it stops and the roots form. Now, with this one here, I actually didn't do that. I just covered it and put it in soil, and you can see roots developed. So I didn't actually stop any of the nutrition going. Now what you can see though is some of the leaves here are a little bit green, and we are going to more in the winter time. Here in California it's still pretty hot. I mean, we had 90-degree weather this week. But what you do then is you cut here, unwrap this, and then you plant it, and then you have a whole nother tree with root development. And you can prune off the leaves to help keep the water from evaporating out of the branch, and then new leaves will form. You can see there's no little buds there, and the roots will continue to develop and grow into a new tree. So the easiest method I've found so far that I've been using is fill a sandwich bag with your medium, and this is actually just peat moss and some vermiculite, and it's pretty moistened. And then you put your branch here, and then you wrap it the way I did here. So initially I'll wrap it with rubber bands, and then I'll come back with this stretch tape and wrap over it. And this has been about 3 or 4 weeks worth of growth, and the roots have developed and ready to cut and start a new tree. So then I'll put that in a pot with a stick to help just kind of keep it upright, and that's really it. So I'm gonna stop the video and cut it. Well, I guess maybe I'll cut it first and just kind of show you. So I'm just gonna cut it right here, and I'll let the branch drop and take this one. And I've got another one here. You can see I've got some leaf development below it. I'll recut it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and then the sticks in the pot will help straighten out those branches. And then over here I did the same thing, and I didn't really want it going over the path, so that's how I chose where to cut, and then or where to do my air layering. And so I wanted to actually just go above this leaf node, so the new branch will start out here and then take everything past it. So I'm gonna try and cut this without damaging the leaf node, the new branch. There we go. So that'll scab up. The new branch will start here and go out this way. I'll probably do the same thing to one of these branches here. This one has been a bit more upright. This is the honey watermelon type flavor. So yep, and then here we go. So we'll trim up some of these leaves, and may not be able to see too well through the green plastic. You might be able to see some of the roots in there. Let me go over to the box and we'll open that one up. Okay. This is just saran wrap that I covered. So this was a lunch meat box, and I just wrapped it in saran wrap. You can see I didn't really do a band-aid or anything. Try to do this without messing up the roots inside. All while videoing and doing one hand, so I apologize. But you can see it's got quite a bit of root development. Now, some people will wrap it in foil to protect it from the sun. You can see I didn't do that. Now, this side was facing down. You can see all the roots are there. No roots here. But, you know, I didn't do that because it was wrapped in green tape, so I was letting the green tape be kind of the shade for it. But you can see then I just pop this open. See lots of root development. So you can see how I did the cut, and then just kind of wrapped it. So anyhow, so I'll get this potted up and trimmed up, and it'll start its new life as a tree. All right, hope you enjoyed this video.